And I decided to research a religion that receives a lot of flack in the media, as well as one that I don't personally know that much information about. Scientology comes from the Latin word "scio," which means knowing, and the Greek word "logos," which means the study of. So essentially, it means knowing how to know. It is the study and handling of the spirit. They essentially believe that humans are immortal spiritual beings who live several different lives, billions of different lives. They each have bodies and minds which only exist lifetime to lifetime. And when someone dies, they simply just move on to another life. This is not the same idea of reincarnation. Reincarnation's current definition is being reborn as another life form. Life form meaning plants, animals, or humans. Whereas Scientologists believe that you are moving from lifetime to lifetime as human beings, just in different bodies. Scientologists believe you are not a physical body or mind, but those are things that you have. They are not who you are. They believe that who you are is what's called a thetan, which comes from the symbol theta, which means a thought or spirit. Scientologists also believe that the main goal of all living things is survival. They have 8 dynamic principles, which once you've survived and cleared the first 7, only then can you enter the 8th dynamic, which is infinity. This is the goal. This is where a thetan who is clear will become a supreme being or a creator. Being clear means that you no longer have a reactive mind, which is considered a hidden source of irrational behaviors, unreasonable fears, upsets, and insecurities. So essentially, being clear means you're calm, collected, and rational. As a thetan moves along on their journey to being clear, they are on the path of spiritual progression, moving along a guided chart that they call the bridge to total freedom. This is the bridge to total freedom. Essentially, the bridge to total freedom is a guided progression of books, courses, literature, and public films. You start from the bottom and you read all of these different works who are made by Scientologists, and you work your way through just having a basic understanding and total freedom for the people around you and being clear and having a rational, sound mind. When a body dies, it forgets its engrams, which is what Scientologists consider to be their version of our memories. When a person is dying and they have not yet been cleared, a Scientology minister can come and visit them to see if they are clear, as well as if they haven't made it yet to the 8th dynamic. They believe that in your next life, you'll continue on your journey in the bridge to total freedom. So it's not essential to be completely clear in all 8 dynamics by the end of this lifetime, because you have another lifetime. Scientologists understand the mind and emotions that come from each life. They don't frown upon mourning and grieving because they have the main goal of being clear or getting rid of irrational behaviors. And in their minds, the process of grief is rational. But they would rather that you keep in mind that they have simply just moved on to their next life and to wish them well, rather than spend too much time grieving and mourning. Ministers at funerals encourage family and friends to say goodbye, and again, see you again. They will also have a moment where they speak directly to the thetan, acknowledging it for its contributions in this specific life, releasing it from any obligations, and freeing it to move on to its next life. As well as a Scientology scripture will be read during the funeral. A minister will also help plan the funeral, but Scientology is very much about freedom. So there are no specific guidelines on funerals or burials. It just kind of depends on what the family wants and what the deceased person had wanted. Often, Scientologists will get cremated, but again, there are no specific rules or guidelines about what you should or shouldn't do with the body that you leave behind in this life, especially because that body isn't you anyway. These are the sources that I used for the information provided. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate you watching. I hope you learned something because I found this religion very fascinating, as well as their views on death. Thank you.